Oh, what is that? A warning! Oh no! Oh no! FBI? Who is this FBI? What are they trying to warn us about?
Look at this ass clown. It looks like a Goodwill threw up on Miss Cleo. Yeah, they say you can't be racist against the white people, man. I predict that you can. Your card is the jackass of spades. I see unemployment in your future.
You know, people have been criticized and jabbed at and talked about throughout the ages for having different beliefs.
If you haven't heard yet, this tacky turban-wearing waste of spine
Cocksucker, motherless fuck, shit stain.
went on a podcast and thought it a good idea to spew some of the most disgusting, vile, and hateful propaganda that came straight out of the brain of one of the most disgusting, vile, and hateful people in the whole world. That being this fucknut over here! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Satan's used tampon, Louis Farrakhan.
Florida, are you becoming the epicenter of the coronavirus? I asked God to do that. That I asked him for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While Florida was white all the way around,
Right.
now you're deep red.
Yes, sir.
I asked God for that.
Yes, sir.
I just want to show you that this man that is talking to you has power with God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not fake. I'm the real deal.
Alright, you got that, folks? He's the real deal. Wow. He has a direct relationship with God. He told God to do that.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
Yeah, that's right. Can you believe people buy this shit? It takes a special kind of retard to believe somebody who tells you that they told God to do something after it's already happened.
Perhaps this might clarify it better. He is retarded.
What the fuck?
You want me to believe you have a relationship with God? Alright, tell God to make Mustang Sally place first in the third race at the Meadowlands this Friday. You know what I mean? Pick the trifecta for me that maybe we can talk. Anyway, this is what Dick Cannon, under the influence of Satan's used tampon, had to say. And I'm playing the audio from the morning show The Breakfast Club for a reason that will become very obvious in a moment.
When we go as deep as the Rothschilds, centralized banking, the bloodlines that control everything even outside of America. When we talk about the people who, if we were truly the children of Israel, and we're defining who the Jewish people are, because I feel like if we actually can understand that construct, then we can see that there is no hate involved. When we talk about the lies, the deceit, how the fake dollar controls all of this, then maybe we can get to the reason why they wanted to silence you, why they want to silence Minister Farrakhan, and they want to throw that we are having hate speech when it's never hate speech, when it's not. You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people, when we are the same people that they want to be. That's our birthright.
Right. You got that, folks? It's not anti-Semitic for him to say that because he's a real Jew.
Here we go. Which reminds me, did you hear the one about the rabbi and the farmer's daughter? Huh? Those aren't matzo balls. What?
Tim, do you think you should be making jokes like that?
Why not? I'm Jewish, remember?
I know, but...
Jerry, it's our sense of humor that sustained us as a people for 3,000 years.
5,000.
5,000, even better.
No, you are being anti-Semitic, and even by your own logic, you're being anti-Semitic, because you don't believe that they are the real Jews. Now, let's not get into semantics over the anti-Semitism.
Don't talk semantics. No, that's just not it.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
Because, yes, technically if you believe they aren't Jewish, then you aren't being anti-Semitic towards them. It's just being racist then. You're out of the frying pan and into the fire, dickhead. I mean, either way.
You're an asshole.
But wait, there's more.
Now I want to play the next part of what he had to say about white people that was also trending. Here's what else he said.
Well, the people that don't have it are a little less in where the term actually comes from, because I'm bringing it all the way back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where they may not have the compassion when they were sent to the mountains of Caucasus, when they didn't have the power of the sun, that the sun then started to deteriorate them. So then they're acting out of fear. They're acting out of low self-esteem. So therefore, the only way that they can act is evil.
Exactly.
So then these people who didn't have what we had, and when I say we, I speak of the melanated people.
Right.
They had to be savages.
And that, by the way, he didn't have to apologize for. That, by the way, is never brought up in the conversation by the mainstream media. Because he only just called white people less than black people. Subhumans. The poor, unmelanated wretches acting out of fear of the superior race. We have such low self-esteem, therefore the only way we can act is out of evil and as savages. Got that? Pure evil! Evil! And it's like, all because we don't have a super bitchin' ton. Who has the low self-esteem here, Mr. Doth protest too much, methinks? You know what I mean? Because when somebody talks like that, you just gotta wonder, who are you trying to convince? Us or yourself that you aren't the racist savage here? Asshole! And don't forget, this is all part of black supremacy, and people like Satan's used tampon who help perpetuate this hatred by claiming that they are not only the chosen people, but the master race. This is the same rhetoric we heard from this lady, and this lady is none other than Toronto's Black Lives Matter co-founder, fuck if I can pronounce her name, and fuck if I care. I don't know what it is. What is that? You know what? I'm just gonna call you Uzara Racist by golly, alright? So, Uzara Racist by golly over here said very similar things in a now deleted tweet, calling white people subhumans and saying that we are genetic defects of blackness.
That's racist!
And for her black supremacist views, the progressive city of Toronto awarded her for her exemplary leadership. So, yay racism! It's all the same racist bullshit as Dick Cannon, who may as well be wearing a white fucking hood and burning crosses in people's front yards.
There is cookie and punch for us to enjoy, and we can, Nate, talk about white brotherhood. Thank y'all for coming. White power!
And that's where this narcissistic goo gobbler, who calls himself Charlemagne the God, jumps in with this shit nugget of wisdom.
Now, see, that's a whole different conversation, though, because to sit here and act like white people don't have a history of mass racial violence in this country is just inaccurate. There's a long list of mass racial violence, savagery, if you want to call it, murder, whatever you want to call it, from white people on damn near everybody in this country. Racial violence has been a distinct part of this country since 1660, and that's a fact. And I don't even have to begin to run down the long list of violent, murderous, savage acts from white people in this country. I would just encourage you all to go to blackpast.org, and look at all the racial violence folks have experienced at the hands of white people. So that part of the conversation, that's a whole different, that's a whole different conversation.
I hope you can see this because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Savages, huh? Well, okay then. After you're done going to blackpast.org, this savage recommends you goose step over to the Bureau of Justice at bjs.gov and have a gander at crime statistics by race. Then come back and we'll have a conversation about savages. So watch who you call savages, asshole. And by the way, I'm an atheist, so you don't even fucking exist to me, Charlemagne the God. How's that for savage? Although Fox was dragging their feet, everybody that Dick Cannon was under contract with has now cut ties with him. MTV, surprisingly, Viacom, and finally, Fox. Better late than never, Fox! hopefully that will be the last we hear of Dick. Although, as it stands now, he still was only fired for his anti-Semitic comments. Again! Nothing has still been mentioned about what he said about white people, and he still hasn't apologized for that. In fact, P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or Puffer, Cum Guzzler, whatever, came out to support Dick. And he's obviously a racist little fuck too, and a disciple of Satan's used tampon as well. So I guess we shouldn't hold our breath for that apology, folks, huh? Huh? So don't expect me to feel bad or apologize for anything I said about them. I mean, after all, I'm just a savage. Anyway, that is your fortune for today. If you'd like more time, please insert another quarter. Until then, please remember to comment, like, share, subscribe! Go for the ring, grab the bull by the horns, grab him by the pussy, god damn it. And thank you so much for watching this savage.
I'm John Travolta, and I'm a savage.
I'm Taylor Kitsch. I'm a savage.
I'm Aaron Johnson, and I'm a savage.
I'm Oliver Stone, and I'm a savage.
White power!